Hello, everybody. Scooty Double 7 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 4-11 Washington Nationals taking on the 10-3 New York Mets. This is Game 3 of a 3-game series between the Nationals and the Mets. Series is tied up at 1 game apiece. Who will come out on top? Well, let's find out, shall we? And here is the starting lineup for the Washington Nationals. Leading off, the shortstop, Cristian Guzman. Batting second, the second baseman, Ronnie Bellard. Batting third, the third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Nick Johnson. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Lasting Millage. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Austin Kearns. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Willie Mo Pena. Batting eighth, the catcher, Will Nevis. And batting ninth, the pitcher, John Lahan. On the mound for the Mets, it is Nelson Figueroa. Comes into the game with a 3.0 ERA. 1 win, no loss, 9 innings pitched, allowed 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 2 walks. We're here at Shea Stadium, which gives a nothing for strikeouts, a +2 for walks, and nothing for home runs. And with that, the home plate umpire dusts off home plate, and we're ready to start. As Cristian Guzman steps up into the batter's box, he's batting a .348. Nelson Figueroa nods at the first sign. And here's the pitch, and we are underway here in Flushing. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a range play check. So we'll check the first digit in the play here. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a double star 5. And with that, we'll come up here to the double star line, over to the 5th line. That's going to be a fly ball out to the Pagan. Pagan's range is on a 1-3. That's a 6. That's going to be good for a bit. That's going to be good for a bait. Well, sorry, that's going to be a 3. The range check is a 3. That's a 3. He'll make the catch. And he'll throw it back 1 away, and that's going to bring up Ronnie Bellard. Bellard batting a .435, and here is the first pitch. Bellard, 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's going to be an @ symbol. With the @ symbol, we go to the ballpark card. We're going to go to Shea Stadium. Here's the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Clark. And that's going to be out number 2, 2 away. And that's going to bring up Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman batting a .290, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout. Strikeout range is on a 1-10. That's a 1. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down as the Mets retire the Nationals in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the New York Mets. Leading off, the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Batting second, the right fielder, Ryan Church. Batting third, the third baseman, David Wright. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Carlos Dialgo. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Angel Pagan. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Brady Clark. Batting seventh, the catcher, Raul Castanova. Batting 8th, the second baseman, Luis Castillo. And batting 9th, the pitcher, Nelson Figueroa. On the mound for the Nationals, it is John Lanahan. Comes into the game with a 2.08 ERA. No wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 13 innings, allowed 14 hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. With that, he's warmed up and ready to go. Jose Reyes steps in, takes a few swings, and here's the pitch. He's batting at .319. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That's going to be a double star. So on a double star, on a double question mark, we're going to come over here to the double star line. It's a right-handed batter. So we'll look at the right-handed side here for the double star. On a 1 to 19, on a 1 to 17. The 19 is too high. We're going to roll now on the pitcher's card. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be good for a base hit past Penna. And let's take a look at the defense for the Washington Nationals. Out there in left field, we've got Mo Penna. Millage will be in center field. Kearns at right field, going around the horn. Zimmerman is on third. Guzman at short. Bellard would be playing second. Johnson on first. Neves behind the mound, and Lanahan on the mound. Reyes is on. And anytime we have a runner on base, we have a strategy roll. The strategy roll is going to be a 14. Mets holding off. The infield is going to be coming to double play depth. Ryan Church up. Church batting at .300, and here's the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 9, that's going to be a 3, and that's going to be a walk. So with runners on first and second, David Wright is up. Wright batting at .304. Strategy rolls an 18, and here's the pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 20, remember we add 2 to that range. That's going to be a 20. The 13 is in range, and with that, the Mets have the bases loaded. So with the bases loaded, strategy roll is a 20. Anytime we get a 20 on the strategy die, that's going to be a pickoff attempt. On a 1 to 4, it'd be a pickoff. It's a 6. It's too high. So no pickoff attempt there. Cleanup man Carlos Diago will come up. He's batting a .314. And here's the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a strike. On a 1 to 10, that's an 8. Struck him out. 1 away, and the bases are loaded. Angel Pagan up. Pagan batting at .311. Strategy roll 8. Mets, nothing to do there. Here's the pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 14, that's a 14. It's in range, just in range. Struck him out. So 2 up, 2 away, and that's going to bring up Brady Clark. Clark, first time we're seeing him. Let's take a look at his stats. He's played in 3 games so far, no at-bats. His actual stats, he's played in 7 games for the Mets, 8 at-bats, 1 RBI, and 1 stolen base. So we'll see how he does here. Strategy roll is a 4 infield normal depth. And here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, possible error on a ground ball. So an EG with a question mark. Question mark means it's a possible error. The G being a ground ball. 5-5, column 5, row 5, ground ball to Bellard. Bellard's error range is at a 1 to 14. That's a 3. It's an error. It's a 1 base error. and that's going to bring in a run. So the Mets have struck first on a ground ball on an E4 to Bellard. It's 1-0. Excuse me, 1-0. Pickoff attempt. Once again, we have a 20 on the strategy die. That's going to be a 6. Remember, the range is on a 1 to 4. Nothing happens there. Raul Castanova batting 500. Here's the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 9. That's an 8. Struck him out. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 left on. After 1, it's Mets 1, Nationals nothing. We go to the top of the second. It's going to be Nick Johnson, Lasting Millage, and Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. Nick Johnson batting a .234, and here is the pitch. Kearns with a 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is going to be a blank. 3-2, column 3, row 2. And that's going to be a double star 2. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Clark. Clark will go back, sees it, makes the catch. And 1 away. Let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. Clark out there in left field. Pagan will be in center. Church at right field. Going around the horn. Wright is on third. Reyes will be at shortstop. Castillo playing second. Diallo at first. Castanova behind the plate. And Nelson is on the mound. Lasting Millage up. He's batting a .220. And here is the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is going to be a blank. Figueroa is not tired yet. Once he's met his number of batters, then the bracket will come into play. The only thing that we do check for the bracket is the question mark. So that is considered a blank for right now. Millage, 5-2, column 5, row 2. That's going to be a base hit out there in the center field. Pagan can't get to it as it'll drop in front of him. And with that, the Nationals are on with a base hit. Infield coming to double play depth. Austin Kearns is up. Kearns batting a .164. Strategy roll 9. Nationals doing nothing. Here's the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a range play. So remember, on a range play, we're checking the first number. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's a pop-up to first. Diallo. His range is a 2. He'll make the catch. And put 2 away. So, runner on first, and that's going to bring up Willie Mo Pena. Pena batting a .357. Strategy rolls a 13. The Nationals holding off. And here is the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a range play. 3-4, column 3, row 4. Ground ball to the shortstop to Reyes. Reyes' range is on a 1 to 3. That's a 6. He can't get it as it goes right past him as he'll make the dive for it. And with that, Millage will go over to second and hold. So with that, runners on first and second, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Willie Neves. First time we're seeing Will in this replay. He's played in 2 games, had 1 at bat so far in the replay. In his actual season, 08, he's played in 68 games, had 176 at bats, 15 runs, 20 RBIs, and 1 homer. Strategy roll is a 3, and here is the pitch to Willie Neves. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout. That is an 8. The 12 is too high. So it's outside of the range. Column 6, row 2. That's going to be a base hit out there into center field. And that's going to drop in front of Pagan. Pagan can't get to it. Bases are loaded, but let's see. Do we have any runner advancement? We'll check. We'll roll for runner advancement. Roll is a 5. And on a 2 through 5, if roll is less than or equal to the adjusted base runner rating, then the runner advances, otherwise hold. So with that, Millage would go from second to home. He'll get a +2 to his base run rating. That is a 5. We check the red die. That is a 5. That is equal to, and with that, the Nationals have tied this game up at 1. Penna will get the hold sign at second, so 1 run is in. It's 1-1, and that's going to bring up John Lanahat. So first time we're seeing the pitcher up. He's played in 3 games, had 5 at-bats, no average just yet. He's played in his actual 08 stats. He's played in 29 games, had 45 at-bats, and an average of 22. An 0.22. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-5. Column 5, row 5. That's going to be a wild pitch. On a 1-2, it's a pass ball. It's a 20. Nothing happens. Here is the pitch. 6-6. Column 6, row 6. It's a fly ball out there to Pagan. And Pagan will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Nationals. We go to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Luis Castillo, Nelson Figueroa, and Jose Reyes due up for the Amazings. Luis Castillo batting a .222, and here is the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3. That is going to be a blank. Lewis is a switch hitter. He's batting right today. And here is the response. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a ground ball to first base. Bellard will get it. Scoops it up, throws it over to Johnson for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Nelson Figueroa. And he is going to take the hit. And here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-25. That's a 10. Struck him out. So the Nationals put 2 up and 2 down, and we go to the top. As the order will flip over, we go to the top of the order. Jose Reyes, 1 for 1 today with a run scored, and here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a walk on a 1-12. Remember, we add 2 to that range. The 12, the 17, sorry, is too high. Excuse me here. 5-2, column 5, row 2, double star 6. And that's going to be over here in the double star line. That's the auto outline. Come over to the 6th position. That's a fly ball out there to Millage. Millage will go over, sees it, waves off Penna, and makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors. After 2, it's Nationals. We're tied at 1. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's going to be Christian Guzman, Ronnie Bellard, and Ryan Zimmerman due up for the Nationals. Christian Guzman up. He's 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. Guzman 1-1. That's going to be a strike. That's a 7. The 13 is too high. 6-2, column 6, row 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Castillo. And that's going to be out number 1, 1 away. Ronnie Bellard up. Bellard is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-9 range. That's a 6. Struck him out. And 2 away. Ryan Zimmerman up. Zimmerman is 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a blank. Zimmerman. 6-3, column 6, row 3. And that's going to be a pop up to Castillo out there in second. It's an infield pop. And he'll make the catch. And the Mets retire the Nationals 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Very easy in the score. We go to the bottom of the third. Ryan Church, David Wright, Carlos Thiago due up for the Mets. Ryan Church walked his last time up, and here's the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 3-2, column 3, row 2. Ground ball to Guzman. Guzman will get it. Throw it over to Johnson for out number 1. David Wright walked his last time up, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-8. 17 too high. 1-6, column 1, row 6. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Penna. Penna will come in, sees it, and makes the catch. 2 away. Carlos Thiago, 0 for 1, struck out his last time up at bat. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is going to be a hit by pitch. Lonahan's hit by pitch rating is a 0. Ranges on a 1-9. That's an 18 too high. 6-6, column 6, row 6, and that's going to be a pop-up out there to Bellard. Bellard sees it, makes the catch, and retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3, it's a very easy to score, as the Nationals will retire the Mets in order, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3, we're tied at 1. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Nick Johnston, Lasting Millage, and Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. Nick Johnson, 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5. Home run, that's going to be on a 1-15. That's a 4, and that ball is back. That ball is deep. And that ball is out of here! Solo home run for Nick Johnson. Church will go back to the wall, and all we can do is watch as it's hit into the stands. 2-1. That's Johnson's first home run of the game. Lasting Millage up. Millage is 1 for 1 today. He's got a run scored, and here is the pitch. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 1-11. We had the 2, remember? That's going to be an 11. That's an 8. And that's going to be a walk. That's good for a base hit. Well, so with that, they walk Millage. Millage is on first, and that's going to bring up Austin Kearns. Kearns is 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 14. Infield double play depth. And here is the pitch. Kearns, 6-2, column 6, row 2. That is a strikeout on a 1-10. the 20 is too high. 6-1, column 6, row 1, ground ball to third base to right. And with that, right will get it. And we're going to check for a double play here because it's a ground ball. Runner on first. Let's take a look at the ground double play rating. And here's how we get it. We're going to roll versus the ground double play rating of the batter plus the pitcher and plus the pivot. Castillo's range is a 0 on that. The range is a 3. That's going to be a 5. So with that, we take a look here at the center. Roll is greater than the runner on first. Runner on first, BR, then forced out at second. So with that, he's going to get forced out. And with that, it's a fielder's choice. So one away, and Austin Kearns will come up to play. So with that, a runner on first, and that's going to bring Penna infield still at double play depth. Penna 1-for-1, and here is the pitch. Strategy rolls a 12. Nationals holding off. 6-3, column 6, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-15. The 20 is too high. 6-5, column 6, row 5, fly ball out there to center field. Pagan will go back, make the catch, and 2 away. Anytime we have 2 outs, we'll add a +1 to the base runner rating. Willie Nevis, who's 1-for-1 with an RBI today. And here is the pitch. 2 outs, strategy roll 4, Nationals holding off. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout plus. So what we do on a strikeout plus, we add 10 to that range. Plus, if there was anything for the strikeout, so in this case, we're just adding a flat 10. That's an 18. That's a 14. Struck him out walking. So struck him out in 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Angel Pagan, Brady Clark, and Raul Castanova due up for the Mets. Angel Pagan 0-for-1 with a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1-4. That's going to be a 1, and that's going to be a walk. Strategy rolls a 10 as Pagan will trot on down to first. Brady Clark up. 0-for-1 today. Strategy rolls a 10, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. It's a possible error. And that's going to be 6-6, column 6, row 6, double star 5. That's going to be a ground ball to Zimmerman. Come over here to the double star line. Come over to the 5th position. It's a G6. Zimmerman's error range is on a 1-9. That's a 10. No error there. He'll make the catch. And with that, that's going to be a double play. With that, we'll take a look at the double play range. That's going to be a 4. Pitcher is a 0. The pivot is going to be a 0. Pivot is second. So it's a 6-4-3 double play. And with that, it's double play, 2 outs, and Raul Castanova is up. He's 0-for-1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 9. That's a 7. Struck him out. So, easy in the score there. No runs, no hits, and no errors. After 4, it's 2-1. Nationals 2, Mets 1. We go to the top of the 5th. John Lanahan, Christian. Guzman and Ronnie Beller due up for the Nationals. John Lanahan 0 for 1. Here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a walk plus, remember, we add 10 plus 2, so we're adding 12 to that range. That's a 21. That's going to be a 14, and Lanahan will draw the walk. So runner on first infield at double play depth. Strategy roll 12. We go to the top of the order. Christian Guzman 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1. Strikeout on a 1-7. 17 too high, outside of the range. Guzman, 5-1, column 5, row 1, double star. It's a double star 3. That's going to be a fly out there to Pagan. Pagan will make the catch and 1 away. Ronnie Bellard is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 16. Nationals holding off. Here's the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-14, that's an 8, and that's going to be a walk. So runners on first and second, that's going to bring up Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Strategy roll 15, infield normal depth. Here's the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-10. That's a 10. Struck him out. So 2 away, and with that, the base run ratings will get a +1 to that. Nick Johnson is up. He's 1 for 2 today with a home run, a run, and an RBI. Strategy roll 4, the Nationals holding off. Here's the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That's a strikeout. That's a 10. That's a 6. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and 2 left on for the Nationals. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Luis Castillo, Nelson Figueroa, and Jose Reyes due up for the Mets. Luis Castillo 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-3. The 19 is too high. 1-2, column 1, row 2, and that's going to be a base hit. It's a single past the shortstop. And with that, Luis Castillo will get on with a base hit. Pickoff attempt. On a 20, it's a pickoff attempt on a 1-4. And he'll pick him off. He couldn't get back to the base in time and picks him off infield at normal depth. 1 away. And Nelson Figueroa is up. He's 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up. 2-4, column 2, row 4. And that is going to be a double star. It's going to be a question mark. Double star on a 1-17. The 18 is too high. Nelson, 3-6, column 3, row 6. Struck him out. 2 away, and we 2 up, and that's going to be 2 away, and we go to the top of the order. Jose Reyes is up. He's 1 for 2 today with a run scored, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5, strikeout on a 1-7. That's a 12. The 12 is too high. And that's going to be 3-5, column 3, row 5. And that's going to be a double star. Double star 2. It's a ground ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman will make the catch, throw it over to Johnson, and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. After 5, it's Nationals 2, Mets 1. We go to the top of the 6th, lasting millage. Austin Kearns and Willie Mo Pena due up for the Nationals. And with that, the Mets are going to go to the bullpen. Figueroa is done. And with that, let's take a look here at what we have. We have a right, and right. We've got a little bit of a ways to go, so they're going to bring in Munoz. Yep. Carlos Munoz will step up. Munoz coming into the game with a 6.28 ERA. He's got 1 win, no losses. He's pitched 4 1/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Nelson Figueroa, he went 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run on the day, an ERA of a 3.12. So with that, we're going to get lasting millage up. Millage is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. He's 1 for 1 today with a walk and a run scored. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 11, the 19 is too high. 2-4, column 2, row 4. It's a ground ball back to Munoz. Will make the catch, throw it over to first base for out number 1. 1 away, and Austin Kearns. Kearns is 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, that's a 10. Struck him out. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Willie Mo Pena. Pena's 1 for 2, and here is the pitch. Pena 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 11, the 18 is too high. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be good for a base hit down past the shortstop. And with that, Pena is on with a base hit. Two outs and a runner on first. Will Nevis is up. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI. Strategy roll 9, and here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. Double question mark, double star on a 1 to 14. That's a 3. That's going to be a fly ball out there to left field. Clark goes back, makes the catch, and retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ryan Church, David Wright, Carlos Thiago due up for the Amazings. And with that, John Lanahan can face 6 more batters. He is going to stay in. Ryan Church is 0 for 1 with a walk, and here is the pitch. Church 4-5, column 4, row 5. Home run chance on a 1 to 7. That's a 2. In range. Does he do it? That's a 9. That ball is smoked. It's a solo home run for Ryan Church. Kearns will go back. It's down the left field side. Kearns going back to the wall. Can't get it as it goes into the bullpen back there. And with that, Church will tie this game up at 2. It's 2-all. David Wright due up. Wright 0 for 1 with a walk, and here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a double star. That's going to be a ground ball to Guzman. Guzman will get it, throw it over to Johnson. Out number 1. 1 away. Carlos Diago is 0 for 2, and here is the pitch with a strikeout. 5-2, column 5, row 2. That's a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, the 13 is too high. 3-3, column 3, row 3, double star 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman will make the catch, throw it over to Johnson. And that is out number 2, 2 away. Angel Pagan up. Pagan 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, possible error. 6-2, column 6, row 2, double star 1. That's a ground ball to Bellard. Bellard's error range is on a 1 to 14. That's a 16. No error there. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. After 6, we're tied at 2. We go to the top of the 7th. John Lanahan, Christian Guzman, and Ronnie Bellard due up for the Nationals. Lanahan, are they going to let Lanahan take the hit here? No, they're not. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter. So Lanahan, let's see. Who are they going to bring in for a pinch hitter? They're going to bring in Pete Orr. Orr will come in to pinch hit here. Orr batting a 200. Let's take a look at his stats here. He's played in 7 games, 5 at-bats so far in the replay. 49 games he's played in, 75 at-bats, 10 runs, 7 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. See how he does here. He's batting a 200, 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's going to be that's a strike. That's a 12. The 14 is too high. 5-5, column 5, row 5. Fly ball back there to Pagan. Pagan will make the catch. 1 away, and we go to the top of the order. Christian Guzman, who's 0 for 3 today. And here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's a strikeout. That's a 7. That's a 2. Struck him out. So 2 up and 2 down. Ronnie Bellard up. Bellard is 0 for 2, and with that, Munoz is now tired. He's 0 for 2, and here's the pitch with a walk and a strikeout. 4-5, column 4, row 5. That's going to be a foul ball. Nobody on base. That's going to be a reroll. 6-3, column 6, row 3. That's a blank. 4-3, column 4, row 3. Base hit down the third baseline. Right can't get to it. And with that, Bellard is on with a base hit. Ryan Zimmerman up. Zimmerman is 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Strategy roll 2, and here is the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3. Yet again, that's going to be a blank. 2-2, column 2, row 2. Fly ball out there to Pagan. Pagan will go back, make the catch. as we sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And with that, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Nationals, and that is going to be they're going to bring in Jesus Cole. Right. Comes into the game with a 3.0 ERA. No wins, no losses. He's pitched 3 innings, led 4 hits, no strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for John Lanahan. He went 6 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 1.90. Take a look at the box score after 6.5 innings had been played here at Shea Stadium. The Nationals scored a run in the second and a run in the fourth. So it's 2 runs on 6 hits, and they've only committed 1 error so far. The Mets scored a run in the first, a run in the sixth to tie it up. 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. Jesus Lacombe up. That is all right, and he's warmed up, and we're ready to go. It's going to be Brandy Clark, Raul Castanova, and Luis Castillo due up for the Amazings. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be an possible error on a ground ball, and that's going to be a 5-2, column 5, row 2, base hit past Bellard. And with that, Brandy Clark is on with a base hit. Castanova's up. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 12. Infield double play depth, and here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Shea Stadium. Shea, 6-3, column 6, row 3, ground ball to short. That's going to go over there to Zimmerman. And that is going to be a double play. Ground double play rating from the pitcher is going to be a 0. Bellard's, the pivot, is a 0. That is a 2. That's going to be a 2. Got him. Out. It's a 6-4-3 double play. And with that, Luis Castillo up 2 away immediately. He's 1 for 2, and here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2, blank. 6-6, column 6, row 6, double star 5, and that's going to be a ground ball out there to Bellard. Bellard will get it and make the catch. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. After 7, we're tied at 2. We go to the top of the 8th. Nick Johnson, Lasting Millions, and Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. And with that, we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Amazings. And with that, let's see. We have a left, right, right coming up. And they're going to bring in... Yep, they're going to bring in Sanchez. Donder Sanchez will come in. No ERA. He's got 1 win, no losses. He's pitched 4 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Carlos Munoz, who went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 4.28. Got to face off against Nick Johnston, Lasting Millions, and Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. And here's the pitch to Nick Johnson. Johnson 1 for 3 on the day with that home run, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a blank. 1-6, column 1, row 6. It's a ground ball to Reyes. And with that, that's going to be out number 1, 1 away. Lasting Millage is up. Millage is 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Here's the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a double star. Single on a 1-18. That's an 8. That's going to be good for a base hit. And with that, Millens is on with a base hit. So runner on first as Austin Kearns will come up. And they are probably... Yep. So with that, they're going to bring in... No. They're going to be good for right now. They were thinking about bringing in a pinch runner, but no, Millage is good. Strategy rolls at 12. Kearns is up. He's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. And with that, Kearns, no, they're not going to let Kearns take the hit. And with that, against right-handers, they are going to bring in Emilio Bonificio. First time we're seeing him. He's played in 2 games. He's got 49 at-bats, 106, played in 49 games, 169 at-bats, 29 runs, 14 RBIs, and 7 stolen bases. Strategy rolls at 9 with the infield at double play depth. And here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4, possible error on a throw. And that's going to be 6-3, column 6, row 3, power hit to Millage. That's going to be a 12. That's going to be a double. So first of all, we lead off with a double from Emilio. Smacks that out there. Error range is a 16. There is no error on the play whatsoever, as Millage will toss it back into Bellard. No error there. And with that, that is a 6. We're going to check the second eye. The lead runner is thrown out, but if the trailing runner's BR is greater or equal to the throw, he will advance. Millage thrown out. Bellard throws it back to the plate. Tags him out at first. So tags him out at home as the dust settles. Emilio's base run rating is a 3. That is a 2. It is greater. And with that, Emilio will go to third. He takes the double, makes it into a triple. 2 outs with a runner in scoring position. 90 feet away, the lead run, the go-ahead run at third. Penna up. He's 0 for 3 today. Here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1, strikeout, 1-15, 17 too high. Penna, 5-3, base hit to his shortstop. Reyes can't get to it in time. And with that, the Nationals take a 1-run lead on a single by Penna. It's 3-2. They're going to leave him. They are going to pull Sanchez. Sanchez will get pulled. on that, and they're going to go with Joe Smith. Smith will come in to try to end the inning here. Smith comes into the game with a 6 ERA. No wins, no losses. He's pitched 3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Sanchez, he went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and ERA of a 1.70. Will Neves is 1 for 3 today with a strikeout and an RBI. Runner on first. Strategy roll is a 4. 5-2. That's going to be a walk plus. That's an 18. Remember, we add 12 to that range. 10 for the walk plus, 2 for the walk. And with that, we have runners on first and second. And Jesus is not going to take the hit here. They're going to bring in Bob McCalco, Rob, and McCowaki, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so please forgive me, viewers. He's played in 4 games, had 5 at-bats. In his actual stats in the season, he's played 38 games, 53 at-bats, 7 runs, and 4 RBIs, and 1 home run. Runners on first and second. Joe Smith looks. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-3. Column 3, row 3. That's going to be a hit by pitch. Hit by pitch for Joe Smith is going to be a +7. We had that. That's going to be a range of an 18. That's a 7, and he'll take his base. So the bases are loaded as we go to the top of the order. Christian Guzman, 0 for 4 today. Strategy roll is a 6. And here is the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-6, the 12 is too high. Bases loaded, column 3, row 2. Double star 2. It's a ground ball to right. Right will make the catch. And retire the side note. We are in a save situation. So let's see, we've got a right, and they are going to bring in Luis Alia. Let's take a look at his card. That is his card. Yep. So Luis Alia, and for right field, they're gonna all right. Yep, there we go. They're going to bring in Emilio Bonafonco to play out there in right field. As for second base, Ronnie Bellard. Hernandez will take over at second. Center field, they're going to leave that as is. Yep. So those are the only changes that are being made. So with that, Joe Smith. So it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and the bases were loaded. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Joe Smith, Jose Reyes, and Ryan Church due up for the Amazings. Joe Smith not taking the hit here. And they're going to bring in Fernando Tatis. Tatis batting a .400. He's played in 8 games, 5 at-bats, 2 runs, 1 RBI, no home runs, no stolen bases just yet in this replay. His actual season stats have been 92 games, 273 at-bats, 33 runs, 47 RBIs, 11 home runs, and 3 stolen bases. Lewis warms up, and Lewis will come into the game with a 15.88. No wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 1 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Jesus. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, an ERA of a 2.25. Here's the pitch to Fernando. 4-6, column 4, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 11, that's a 5. Struck him out. 1 away, and we go to the top of the order. Jose Reyes up. Reyes is 1 for 3 with a run scored. And here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2. And that is going to be a walk plus. That's a 20. That's a 2, and that's going to be a walk. So with a runner on first, infield will go to double play depth. Strategy roll is a 9. Ryan Church up. And here is the pitch. Church is 1 for 2 today with a home run, a run, a walk, a run, and an RBI. Strategy roll is a 19. 1-1. Possible error on a throw. 2-5. Column 2, row 5. That's going to be a base hit. Error range is a 0, and that is going to be a fielder's choice. Ground double play rating is a 0. Sorry, that is going to be a ground ball to first because Lewis is right-handed. That's going to be a 3. Nothing on the pivot. We roll. That's a 5. 5 is higher than 3. It's a fielder's choice. So, runner on first, 2 outs, strategy roll is a 3, and here is David Wright. Wright is 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 2-3, strikeout, 1-9, that's a 19. The 19 is too high. 3-4, that's going to be a base hit to Hernandez. Church will go to second, but does he pick up that extra base? He goes to 1. He'll advance from first to third on a 3 through 6. That is a 3. And the tying run is 90 feet away. David Wright is up. He's 0 for 2 today with a walk. And here is the pick. Well, that was David Wright. I'm sorry. Carlos Diago is up. Diago 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 16. Here's the pitch. 6-3. Range play at Shea Stadium. We go to the ballpark card. 6-1. That's going to be a ground ball to Guzman. Guzman's range is on a 1-3. That's a 6. It failed. He can't get it. And with that, we have a tie game. Yet again, the Mets tie it up at 3. So Lewis will stay in. Angel Pagan is up. He's 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll is 11. Lewis tired. 1-5. Double question mark. double star on a 1 to 8. 16 too high. 6-2, double star 1, and that's going to be a ground ball to Johnson, who will make the catch and retire the side. So with that, we go to the top of the ninth. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Let's find out. Mets are going back to the bullpen, and they are going to call on they're going to call on Billy Wagner. Actually, they're going to call on Aaron Hellman for the save today. That is his card. Hellman comes into the game with a 12.60 ERA. No wins, no losses. He's pitched 5 innings alone, 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's pitched 5 innings. Taking a look at the stats here for Joe Smith. Smith went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 5.45. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the top of the ninth. Ronnie Bellard, Ryan Zimmerman, Nick Johnson duo. And the only change is going to be Castelo at second. And with that, they're going to bring in Reyes to take over at second. That is the only change there. Let's take a look at the box score of the game after 8 innings had been played. Both teams trading run for run. The Nationals scored a run in the second, a run in the fourth, a run in the eighth, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Mets, 1 run in the first, a run in the sixth, a run in the eighth to tie the game up. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Bellard up. He's 0 for 0 today, batting at .500. And here is the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's going to be a blank. Anderson, switch hitter. He's batting left today. 4-5, column 4, row 5, ground ball. And that is going to be a ground ball to third base, out number 1. Ryan Zimmerman, 0 for 4, and here is the pitch. 0 for 4, struck out his last 2 times up, 1-5. Strikeout plus, that's a 20, that's a 15. Struck him out. 2 away, and here comes Nick Johnson, who is 1 for 4 today with that solo home run. A strikeout, a run, and an RBI. The pitch. 1-2. That's going to be a walk plus. That's going to be a 36. That's a 7. Remember, we had 10 plus 2. And with that, runner on first. Leston Millage is up. Millage is 2 for 3 today, with a walk and a run. Strategy roll 6, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, strikeout plus, that's a 19, that's a 6, struck him out. And with that, we go over to the Mets. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 1 Ranch will come up. That is his card. Comes into the game with a 7.66 ERA. 1 win, no loss, 1 save. 4 2/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Lewis. He went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. ERA of a 13.33. Brady, he's got to face off against Brady Clark, Raul Castanova, and Reyes due up for the Mets. Here is the pitch. Clark 1 for 3, 2-5, hit by pitch. That's a 20. That's an 8, and that's going to be a hit by pitch. And with that, Clark is on. The Mets going to bring in a pinch runner for Clark. Beltre will come in to pinch run. Raul Castanova is 0 for 3, and here is the pitch. Four, 3, column 4, row 3, at the ballpark. 3-2, that is a blank. That's going to be a rare play. Let's see what happens. Batter slides headfirst into first base, trying to beat out a slow grounder to shortstop. Runner is advanced 1 base. Check for injury. So we do have an out, and no injury on Castanova. So with that, Beltre will go over to second, 1 out. That is the rare play there. That's going to bring up Reyes. He's a switch hitter. First of all, we have a pickoff attempt. Ron does not pick anyone off. I'll show that off. And with that, they're going to bring in Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy is going to come in to pinch hit. 1 out, runner on second. Strategy roll 2. Murphy batting a 500. And here is the pitch. 5-4, home run. That's a 4. The 20 is too high. 1-5, ground ball to Hernandez. And that's going to be an out at first. Runners will advance and balls hit to first, second, or catcher. And with that, Beltre will go over to third. 2 outs, runner on first. Aaron Hillman not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Diamond easily. Here is the pitch. 2 outs. Strategy roll is 11. The go-ahead run at third. 1-4. Strikeout. That's a 6. The 15 is too high. 2-4. Fly ball out there to Millage. And that is out number 3. And we are going into free baseball. We're into extra innings. So what we do here in extra innings, we let the computer decide who's going to be the relief pitcher. And that is going to be Pedro Feliciano will come in to pinch hit. And with that, we do have a couple new players. Diamond easily will take over at second. And Dan Murphy out there in left field is going to stay. He'll take over in left field. So with that, Pedro Feliciano comes into the game with a 2.25 ERA. It's no runs, no hits, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Mets. We go to the top of the 10th. We're into free baseball. No wins, no losses. He's got 2 saves, 4 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And he's got to face off against Emilio, Willie, and Will. 2-2, column 2, row 2, strikeout, 22. That's going to be a 4. Struck him out. One away, and that's going to bring up Rui Mo Pena. He's 3 for 4 with an RBI. Pena, 6-2, column 6, row 2, walk plus. That's going to add 10. We had 12, 15. That's going to be a 14, and that's going to be a walk. So runners on first and second. We have a sacrifice play coming up. The infield going to be playing in. And here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 5. That's a 3. Struck him out. So 2 up and 2 down. Ron not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Johnny Estrada. And here is the pitch. Estrada batting a .222. Strategy roll 9. 1-1. That's going to be a walk on a 4. That's a 9. The 9 is too high. 5-2. Column 5, row 2. Ground ball to Reyes. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. So with that, the Nationals will now go to their bullpen. They're going to bring in Saul. Better Call Saul. Comes into the game with a 6.75 ERA. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Jose Reyes, Ron Church, and David Wright due up for the Mets. Saul is 0 for 3 today. No wins, 3 losses. He's pitched 4 innings, allowed 8 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Ron. Ron went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit by pitch, and ERA of a 6.32. Aaron went 1 inning as well. He allowed 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and ERA of a 10.50. And here is the pitch, top of the order. 4-6. Home run chance on a 1-2. The 20 is too high. 6-5. Power hit out there to Millage. That's going to be a 14. That's a triple. That's a 3-base hit down to center field. Reyes, the go-ahead run at third. In this case, it's the tying run. Ryan Church, 1 for 3. Strategy rolls a 7 with a home run, a walk, 2 runs, and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 7. The pitch, 4-3, blank. 6-2, ground ball to Guzman. And is he going to try to score? Yes. They're going to send him. Will they go for the auto out? They will go for the auto out. And with that, the Mets win with a sacrifice walk-off. And that is an out. And that should be the end of the game. David Wright is up. He's 1 for 3 with a walk, and here's the pitch. That should have been the end of the game. 4-4, column 4, row 4, hit by pitch. That's a 0. The 3 too high. 1-2, power hit to Pena. And that is going to be a 6. That's going to be good for a single. Guess we had to go for the next play. And with that, the Mets take the series 2-1. Final score, 4-3 in extra innings. Final line score coming right up. So the Mets win in extra innings. Final score 4-3. Nationals 3 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. The Mets 4 runs on 8 hits, no error. Your winning pitcher today for the Mets is Pedro Felicio, and Saul Rivera will get his 4th loss. Nick Johnson hits his 2nd home run of the replay, and Ryan Church will hit his 4th home run of the replay. Let's take a look at the game stats here. Pedro gets the win. That's his first win. 1 inning pitched, allowed 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 1.80. Saul picks up his 4th loss of the season. He only pitched a third of an inning, 1/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, an ERA of an 8.37. So that is going to do it for us here at Shea Stadium. And with that, the Mets will improve to 11-3. The Nationals will drop to 4-12. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scooney 007. We'll see you next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.